Hello, I'm Todd Phillips, the editor of Canadian Auto Dealer. We're here today with Liz Kearney. She's the project manager with the Motor Vehicle Retailers of Ontario, or MVRO. She's here today to talk about the ACE Conference and Expo. Liz, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Todd. Happy to be here. Very excited to talk about ACE.
It's a conversation we like to have every year. I know the industry wants to know what's in store. There's a lot of planning that goes on behind the scenes. So maybe you could start out with just sort of the dates and the venue and sort of, the nuts and bolts of the event, what people can expect this year. Then we'll get into the content in a moment.
Definitely. So we're back in Niagara Falls this year at the beautiful Falls View Casino and Resort. This year we are on October 16th and 17th. So you still have those 2 days of good content and the trade show. And the team's been working really hard this year to really focus and bring out the fact that it's Canadian content. So we're very proud to be one of the largest Canadian shows and expositions. And we really want to make sure that that's up front and center, that you know that this isn't retired, content from previous US shows. This is content for the Canadian market, and we're making it and bringing it to you in hopes to help your businesses and make sure we're staying all connected.
Well, let's get our elbows up and attend and support our Canadian content. And it's at a time when we actually need Canadian stories. We need to understand our own market. So that's great. So in terms of some of the keynotes, I know you probably can't give us the whole agenda, but maybe just a sneak preview of some of the highlights we can expect this year.
Yeah, definitely. So our theme this year is navigating tomorrow. As you mentioned, there's a lot going on. So we wanted to make sure that all of our attendees were aware of the strategies, the insights, and have the information they need to control what you can control, which is, your decisions, your business's decisions. So how you can navigate forward. Um, and a lot of that is through leadership strategies. So we've brought in someone a little bit more unique to the automotive market. It's going to be Commander Paul Smith, and he is the commanding officer of the HMCS York, and he's the warship commander. And he's going to be talking about different leadership strategies and how to lead your team through turbulent times. What can you do to make sure that you get everyone through it together? Because that's how we're going to get through it is together.
Great. Are there some other speakers? So that certainly sounds like something that's going to be aligned with what dealers are looking for, but some other sneak previews.
Definitely. We've got some interesting sessions. We've got a guest, Mike Norris, and he's a dealer out in Edmonton. He's from Volvo of Edmonton, and he's won the Excellence Awards 14 times. So that is unheard of. And so he's actually going to be interviewed by Neil Hitchcocks, and they're going to be talking about, how did this happen? What this one dealership has done to just truly excel. And what's interesting about Mike is that he's actually taking a lot of what we currently do and flipping it on its head. So he'll be sharing his tips and strategies, and he's quite frankly an open book on and happy to share what he's done to get all of this success. So we're looking forward to that session. On the politics side of things, we've got Hugh Williams from CADA, the government relations director there, and he's going to be speaking with Rob Russo, who is a political correspondent in Ottawa. And they're going to be doing a session on insights into what is happening in the political landscape to give you information about, what's going on and potentially what's coming up next. So we're quite looking forward to that as well.
For dealers who haven't, I've had the pleasure to interview Mike Norris a couple times, and he's a really sharp dealer, sharp operator, but he has a very a different approach and is working really well. It's all about working with his people, and I won't steal all of his thunder, but that'll be a great session, as will Hugh's session as well. Now, along with the great content that comes, and it sounds like there's a great lineup this year. There's also obviously the exhibition part, so they're there to hear. The attendees are there to hear the sessions. They're also there to see the latest and greatest. Tell us about the trade show. Is it sold out? Is there still spot for a few more exhibitors, or how does that work?
Close. We're about 90% sold out. So if there are a couple exhibitors watching this, make sure to get in quick. And we do sell out every year. And it's such a great exhibit hall because, again, it's still all of our Canadian vendors and our partners coming to show you their very best. And it's an excellent way to come there with the problem. And I bet there's somebody who has a solution for you.
And I know the way that it's structured, the exhibit hall is very well attended because to get to the conference session, you have to navigate your way through. So that's sort of good on you guys the way you've got that structured. But there's also within the conference hall networking opportunities, sort of after hours where they meet with whether it's sports celebrities or there's, food and beverages. So you've really created kind of a networking opportunity, and there's quite a buzz in those things. So any secrets this year in terms of our sports celebrities, anybody like that you can leak to us?
We not officially allowed to say yet, but we will be making that announcement soon. And you're right, we do make sure to include excellent networking opportunities. The meals, drinks are all in the exhibit hall. So you really get that mix and mingle feel, and you can really connect with people, again and again. It's not just the one stop contact, wave and say bye, hi, bye kind of deal. So you get a chance to see each other over and over again. You get a chance to really talk about what's happened during the day. And then at the end of day one, we have our cocktail reception. So that's where we usually have our celebrity guests. And then after that, we've got something that's a little bit unique to ACE is our ACE kickoff party. So that's something that we put on ourselves to ensure that you're taken care of. So you've got your meals, you've got your drinks, and the entertainment. It's all wrapped up in one. So we are going to have again going back to our Canadian roots. We've got a band called Road Apples, and they are a cover band, the official cover band of the Tragically Hip. So we're looking forward to that, and it's all included in your Ace ticket.
Well, I have to tell you, I love the Tragically Hip, and that's my favorite album from them. Road Apple's the name of the band that they checked, so that's fantastic. I'll be sure to go as we do almost every year, and it's a great night. Again, the networking continues. People talk and do business and have some, listen to some great music. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to go. And for dealers who want to register and sign up, how do they go about it? Where do they go? What do they need to do to sign up?
Yeah, so it's quite easy. Just go to automotiveconferenceandexpo.ca. You don't have to be an MVRO member. There is a member savings. We like to take care of our members, but you are invited to join us at ACE.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to it. We'll make sure to get this video out and make sure dealers know that Ace is, not that far off. Enjoy the summer, but come October, it's the place to be in Niagara Falls. So thanks for
Okay.
joining us today, Liz.
Thank you, Todd. Good to see you.